Hi there. Let me show you something interesting about Nikola. If you look at their balance sheet, you will see that they have in total 291 million in cash. Total cash. 291 million. Right? And then you look at the market cap, the current market cap, you see that it's about 276 million. So when you look at their cash here and the market cap, you see that it's traded below the cash on hand. Amazing, right? And then you look at the results, the latest results, Q2 2024, you see that the revenue was up 318% from Q1. Amazing. Moreover, you can also look at the trucks produced and shipped. You can see that they have increased from 43 to 77 and from 45 for shipped trucks to 73. Great improvement. And also their losses have reduced from a loss of 217 million last year in 2023 to a loss of 143 million in 2024. So the results have gotten better. They have cash on hand, more than the current market cap. Their revenue has increased, and also their deliveries, their shipments. But why the stock price has declined more than 78% year to date? What's the catch? Why the stock price keeps going down? Maybe you remember my last video in June when the stock price was about $15 and from that level has declined to $5.46. A decline over 60% in just a few months. Why is that? Because if you look at the analyst estimates, let me show you. You can see that the market expects the revenue of Nikola to increase a lot in the future. From 100 million, almost 200 million here, to over 4.7 billion by 2028. Imagine if this happens, the revenue goes to over 4 billion by 2028, and you look at the current market cap of 276 million, you can easily have a 4x on your investment with Nikola. Plus, you can also look at the analyst estimates for earnings. You can see that the market expects Nikola to become profitable in 2027 to deliver over 120 million in earnings. If that happens and the growth rate keeps going up, then the market cap can be more than 1 billion. As the market cap is close to 300 million, you can have more than 3x on your investment. This is not all. If you look at the market size for electric truck, you can see that it is expected a compound annual growth rate of over 40%, 46% from 2024 by 2043. Those are great tailwinds for Nikola. You can also look at the hydrogen trucks market size, which is expected to increase a lot, from 7.4 billion to over 118 billion. So there are more reports about this market that is expected to grow a lot in the future. So Nikola has great tailwinds from this industry, the global hydrogen trucks market. Then they also got some incentives, and they still have. Maybe you know those HVIP vouchers in California. Those are other incentives. And maybe in the future, they'll get new support from the government. That may also happen. So, what's the catch? Why the stock price is down over 78% year to date? Why is that? Well, the answer is simple. There are two things we have to be aware. First of all, is the business risk. Because maybe Nikola won't deliver any profits in the future and the revenue won't go to 4 billion. This is the risk, the business risk. Nikola may not become profitable and they'll continue to deliver more losses in the future. This is the first risk. And that's why the stock price is down 78%. Then the second important risk is, pay attention to this. Let me show you. If you look at their income statement here, you look at the revenue, you see this nice increase. Their losses have decreased, but if you look at the number of shares compared to 2023 to 2024, you can see this huge increase, more than double. The number of shares in 2023 was around 23 million, and now in the last quarter, Q2 2024, was over 46 million. So they doubled the number of shares. When you see something like this, huge dilution, the stock price is likely to decline, especially when the revenue and earnings don't go up a lot. So this is the second point why the stock price is down over 78%. On top of this, as I said at the beginning, that Nikola has 291 million in cash, their total cash. But if you look closer at their balance sheet, let me show you here, you see their assets and their liabilities. If you look at their liabilities and add all their debt and subtract it from their cash, total cash, you'll see that their net cash position is around 13 million, not 291 million. And this is a risk, because if you look at my past videos, you'll see that in the past, the net cash position was around 230 million. This was last year, December 2023. The net cash position was around 230 million. After 2 quarters or 6 months, the net cash position has decreased to 13 million. So this business or company is burning a lot of cash because it requires a lot of investments. Over the next quarters, the net cash position will go to minus and their total cash will decrease and their debt will get higher. And this is the risk. The market is pricing Nikola quite right. The market cap around 276 million. As they have some cash and they might find new opportunities to survive. But in the long term, Nikola is facing a lot of problems. Even though they have government support, some incentives, good tailwinds from the industry, the risk of Nikola of going bankrupt is quite high. And that's why you have to be very careful if you do decide to invest in this company, Nikola. Even though, as I said, they have great opportunities, great tailwinds from this industry, you see this amazing compound annual growth rate over 46%, and the analyst estimates, there is a lot of risk. First of all, is massive dilution. You see this increase in the number of shares, a double, plus their losses. They might not make it. Even though they have some contracts, they signed some contracts with different customers, but you have to look at the most important indicators. The number of shares, their losses, and of course, the revenue. If you look at the revenue, for the last 6 months, is around 38 million. 38 million. And the market cap is 276 million. So still, Nikola is struggling to survive. And if you want to invest in this company, there is a lot of risk. So be careful. It's up to you. If you believe in its future, that they will do great, they will survive, and they might become profitable, then this might be a great opportunity for you. You might have another increase in the stock price, something like this, over 400%, if you believe in the future of Nikola, and of course if they can deliver great results over the next years. But if you look at the risk, then the stock price might decline even more in the future, and this business may go bankrupt, even though they have great tailwinds from electric truck market. So that's it for this video, and if you have other questions about this company, let me know in the comments.